Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe, where we are playing Upsilon Transcending, our GURPS 4th edition superheroes game. I'm Luke, the GM, and today we have James.
Hey, I'm James. I play Sigrid, the Berserker.
The Berserker.
Yes,
She
Berserker.
They were gonna
bashes,
come over around 6. Like,
chops.
Smash! Sigrid, smash!
alright.
We've got...
Hi, Wendy!
Everybody says hi.
Well, fuck you too, Wendy. We've got Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Guy, the steadily, rapidly aging, time-traveling assassin.
Uh-huh. Time assassinate him. We've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Ebra, and I'm playing for you today Lucius Judy Lockhart, who is a little bit more positive about his expectancy and his family.
Not... It's no longer guaranteed that the fairy will straight up steal you, according to what Lily's told you.
Yeah, what I don't know is that Lily might be plotting against me.
Lily's trying to steal your baby now.
Leave my baby alone.
My baby! We've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I'll be playing Violet tonight, and she has a bad idea that she needs help with.
Oh, yeah. It's a good idea.
But that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a less than legal idea.
Mm-hmm. Very, very ab-legal idea.
Legal adjacent.
And finally, today we have got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared, and I am playing Matthias Oberlin, your local resident expert on Strasbourg.
Uh-huh. If you need to know something about Strasbourg, ask Matthias. Previously, Dunning Medical got attacked by a human in a big fancy suit meant to make him as powerful as a metahuman.
Didn't work out so well for him.
No, it didn't. Got swarmed by you guys. Got hacked out of the back of it.
It was a pretty badass suit, though.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Sigrid the Hacker.
Oh yeah, that word's it's got two meanings. Yes, Sigrid indeed.
Oh yeah,
hacks
no, it's
through.
like Sigrid got around to the back, and there was like a little control panel, and
Back
Sigrid the
door.
Viking hacked
it.
her way through the back door.
Yeah, Sigrid hacked the back
You
door.
know. With an axe.
Mm-hmm. And another week of mostly normality is gonna have passed since then. Or at least as normal as it gets for you lot. Oh god, what happened to the goat?
I think maybe Sigrid mentions that leg thing to Mila at some point during the week.
What's up with your legs?
Not my legs. The bloody nose,
The
my
healing.
blood thing.
Oh, that leg thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I feel like that gets mentioned to Mila.
She'll be interested. For certain.
Probably wind up with a whole bunch of blood being drawn at some point.
Mila will be very agitated, I think, at the start of this week. And she'll probably want to talk to all of you. She can't get hold of Lily. Maybe on Wednesday or something like that. She ends up ringing you, Sigrid.
Sigrid.
Sigrid, have you seen your skeleton friend, Myas?
No,
Um,
I not know where he go.
you know that big D thing that I've been looking after for him?
Yes.
It's just he took it is all. I I was letting them hang out for a while, and now Myers has disappeared, and I looked up his own phone number, and there's nothing. Maybe you could stop by his apartment and just ask?
Yes, I can do. Have you?
Have I?
Did you look at the blood thing?
Um, yeah, there's something going on. We'll need to do some tests on that, Sigrid.
Okay.
Let me know if anything else strange comes up, though.
Yes, I will.
All right.
I guess. Yeah, maybe head over to Myas's apartment.
Has anyone been there before? We've seen it a couple of times, but I don't know if it were just in Myas only scenes.
I don't think any of us have been there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was
I think
Myas only.
I believe so.
Probably. Maybe Lily.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think.
sure if the other game counts where we actually were in this apartment.
No,
No. No, the alternate universe does not count. The alternate. um.
Still, I mean, I feel like at this point Sigrid can
Yeah. For now, all that's
navigate
important
there.
is you don't find Myas. Or his mum. Or his penguin.
Or the penguin?
Oh,
There's no trace of him.
The closest hieroglyphic to a penguin.
Oh, that's
maybe
exactly a penguin, yeah.
maybe call his drug dealer, the Penguin's drug dealer, Phil.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Aye. Phil would pick up and be like, oh, yeah, dude, like, Myers got away for a few weeks or something. Like, his mom was scared about something. I don't know. That guy's weird. You know him better than I do.
We not really talk. He kind of got under my skin though.
Heyo.
I feel like that's not actually a pun because Sigurd doesn't know the expression.
Knows the idiom?
She said it literally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very nice. Very good, very nice. Anyone else got a particular scene they'd like in the week that... Anyone else other than Maya Suintia got a particular scene they'd like?
Nothing from me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready for the end of the week.
I should give you a bit of news. Because all this week they will have been build up to the start of the celebrations.
Totally.
The actual 30th anniversary is I think it's a week on Sunday. But
So the 14th.
yeah, the 14th. But there's going to be a lot of stuff going on from Monday until the Sunday after the actual anniversary. 2 weeks of celebrations and public holidays that hopefully
Oh,
won't
shit.
get terrorized.
So when they say they're going to attack the anniversary, it's not necessarily like a certain day or hour.
It's still presumed that it would be on the 14th that the main attack's planned for. That's definitely the day that'll be getting the most attention and will have the most tourists and heads of state.
Why would that be? What's happening on the 14th?
That's the actual date of the anniversary, and that's when
Oh,
it's a big Olympics opening ceremony style concert entertainment thing.
It's the anniversary of the end date of our last game.
It is. The anniversary, your plane landing.
Exactly.
In fact, I think it's the anniversary of Jared shooting a fighter pilot with a bow and arrow from another plane.
Forgot about that.
I never
Yeah,
forget about
I
it.
did too. That, yeah.
Just see it, like, opening the window and leaning out, squinting. Flunk. Awesome.
I don't think it was very. I think it was just more like into the water.
Yeah, smash. And then a boom.
Anyhow,
Anyhow, so
Saturday.
Friday
Friday.
evening. The deal is scheduled for tonight, Audrey.
Cool. I figure sort of as we're finishing up, sort of working on stuff at the rec center, she'll bring something up.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, so I've got a thing a little bit later tonight. I was kind of hoping a few of you might be willing to help me out with it.
Of course.
What kind of a thing?
I'm going to be picking up, you know how I pick some stuff off the back of trucks sometimes?
Yeah.
Well, something might be falling off of something at the docks tonight.
Is this a costume party, or are we just pretending to be muscle?
Yeah, I'd go with just sort of muscle. Like,
Okay.
I definitely don't want to do the superhero thing tonight. Like, there's going to be illegal things going on, but it's sort of the kind of illegal things that keep things running type illegal.
Maybe
I don't know that a
should.
vigilante is going to care about that.
Well, I
Maybe-
mean, sure, but
Maybe I need costume. I'm already dressed superhero.
you're
I'm
saying
not sure
maybe
that's a
you
good
should have a
idea.
disguise?
Why? What specifically is going on?
I'm going to purchase some stuff from some people.
And you don't trust that they'll deliver?
I mean, it's always good to have a little bit sort of show of support type thing. Also,
All right, sure.
also it's kind of heavy.
Ah, there you go.
But like I could have
You
handled
want
the
big,
heavy.
strong Matthias to help you.
Audrey
We'll
needs help
help you,
moving a
Audrey.
piano.
She doesn't comment on that one.
It's ironic because Matthias isn't particularly large and strong.
Yeah, I know.
Figure isn't particularly large.
She sort of looks between Sigrid, Matthias, Lucius.
Baldy.
Lucius does give you a nod and says, "Yeah, sure, I'll be there."
Cool. I don't suppose we could borrow the car.
I guess, yeah, it would be better to reach the location.
I ride bike. I haven't gotten to ride bike. I like ride bike.
Yeah, it's been a while since we pulled those bikes out.
Yeah, let's do it. But we'll want the trunk. Like, this isn't something you put on the back of a bike.
We don't have a truck.
Is it
Trunk.
bigger than a bread box?
A boot.
A boot.
In your boot,
Ah.
mate.
Stupid fucking name. It's
This
a
is the
trunk.
sort of thing you take a 65 Berezina to.
I mean, if you
I mean,
absolutely had to, yeah.
Is there a kind of thing that you wouldn't?
Also, not completely unrelated, but I recently learned there's a car called the Subaru STI.
Oh, aye.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
It's an offer.
Oh!
Yeah. Took me a second.
What blocking me out
But-
because I keep hearing Tara talk and I keep wanting to say, "You're muted."
Yeah.
Shout at her anyways.
She's just shunning us today.
Let her
Yeah,
know she's muted.
Before the illegal stuff time, Matthias would like to look into this meta canceling stuff.
Oh, aye. Meta cancelling stuff.
Yeah, he is interested in seeing if it's some sort of bacteria that can be cultivated, so he can get some sort of a cancel culture, you could say.
Yeah, try and
Oh, I
get.
hate you.
Wah, wah, wah.
Because we don't have the soundboard.
It's a really good idea.
I think you'd be starting off with research.
Oh no.
Ooh. There's definitely nothing specific. There's not been any recent news about anything like that. In fact, Nirvana's got quite strict codes that they'd never try to interfere with or remove a person's abilities.
Meta humanity.
Yeah, that's the one. Crit on the praxis, lovely. There is stuff you can find about what other countries can allegedly do.
What about the stuff we were talking about before we were so rudely interrupted?
Nothing that you can find recorded.
Okay.
Yeah. Fairly dead end ish. But one thing that does become clear is that the state's lying about not using it, probably. And it was Secret Surf that were alleged to have used it by the gas mask guy.
As in our buddy gas mask guy?
Your buddy gas mask guy.
From the bar?
Yeah,
Pub?
that guy. In his video explaining that they did the
Okay.
attack.
Cool. Matthias will tuck that inside his head and charge his 1965 car.
Very good.
His 1965 Eastern Bloc car.
Where is this going to be taking place?
Well, obviously on the docks.
The door.
Duh.
This place is all docks.
Yeah, I gotta
Pick a
imagine
direction
there are
and go.
docks in every conceivable location.
North docks makes sense. Like around
my
the big
God.
ones. I feel like there's a good, just entire kilometer of island more of.
Lower class.
Yeah.
I just realized there's gonna be a huge pile of like houseboat communities.
Probably.
Just a random stupid thought. I'm
The
sorry.
North Ducks, you say?
Yeah, the North Ducks.
I think it depends on the average sort of wealth. Like, if people can't afford them, then
That's the sort of stuff that's not entirely relevant to Nirvana.
Also,
fair.
I know in San
You guys are at the
Francisco,
North Docks?
houseboats are done because it is actually way cheaper.
Fair.
there's probably a few of them. And I doubt demand for them is high enough that it'd cause any serious waterway problems yet. So yeah, I imagine there are quite a few houseboats.
Sorry, I totally derailed everything.
No worries. And you'll pull up about 7 or 8 and yell to the cabbie.
Yo, home, smell you later.
That's the one.
We're definitely not taking cabs. We have vehicles.
Correct.
Rolled to the docks
Yeah,
about
we're-
7 or 8. We
Roll
turned
up in a
off. for
vintage
nothing.
car and a few motorcycles.
Vintage is a word.
It is a
I'm
word.
trying to be kind.
I can get a pair of motorcycles super easy.
I feel like
The
Sigurd's got
car
her
is
hair
also
all.
on some maps somewhere, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on our old hideout map.
Uh-huh.
I figure Sigurd's got her hair like tied up real tight, like her hood up with like a mask over the bottom of her face.
We can give you a motorcycle helmet if you want.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, see it as you're legally meant to be wearing one. Alright,
I think
Dave.
that's what Guy's doing too.
Rolls
Makes
up
sense.
and pulls a shotgun out of a slot on a motorcycle.
Yeah, Vikings know all about the safety involved in wearing helmets.
They do.
They do indeed. They will shame people
That
who
was
don't
a
wear their
wonderful
helmets.
video.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
I enjoyed that video. It always makes me think about commentary in one of the first Game of Thrones episodes that George R.R. Martin directed, where he is just slagging off everyone not wearing an helmet. Alright. Let's get some losers on.
A thing worth
Oh, should I
noting.
take Matthias off then?
Before we really get going, Luke, did I ever get a chance to make some shotgun shells?
Or you've had a week. You've probably put a couple of things together.
Okay.
I can help with that too. Like I'll
That-
dedicate some time on that timesheet for it.
Okay. So I've got some sleepy sleep rounds.
Yeah, a couple of them. Mila did not give you any illegal sleep gas just yet, but she did accidentally let slip that she's got it and like showed you where it were, and then it was not much for you to like. I'll be having that.
Okay.
I think you and Guy might have knocked yourselves out for a day or something.
Guy got knocked out. Sigurd got woozy for a while. Huh, this shit's
So we
awesome.
show up at the docks.
I did say he was gonna show up. I'm not sure. Do you not hear me?
I hear ya.
Cool.
Sorry.
Before arriving, Violet will actually let people a little bit know more about what's going on. She was being evasive before people were in, but if you're in, you should know what's up.
Appreciate that.
So I met these guys through the Yakuza, but they aren't actually the Yakuza. They're sort of Yakuza adjacent. The product is vouched for, but the people are. I mean, it's worth having the backup so they don't get any ideas. If that makes sense.
Makes total sense.
Also, you would notice that she has a duffel bag full of shit. So it's probably pretty expensive.
What are you paying?
A gentleman never asks and a lady never tells.
I mean, a lot, but I think it's worth it. Are you familiar with Minifax?
No.
Is that the little Sebastian version of Shadowfax?
So at the industrial, sorry, out of character. Lee always forgets the name of this place, the research complex.
It's just the NRC, Nirvana Research Complex Center.
At the research center, they've got these boxes that will just sort of build things for you. Like, they don't do things that are crazy complicated, but it speeds things along. I figure with the amount of work you guys are doing.
Wait, you talking about rapid fabrication? Are
Mhm.
you getting us a 3D printer?
Yep.
He is very excited.
But I wanted to keep it a secret till he got here, so it'd be a surprise. So, surprise.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Sigrid looks between the two of you and is like, what we buy?
It's futuristic, even for us, version of a forge.
Oh. That's very exciting.
Sigurd's gonna
Mhm.
learn CAD.
Gotta get Sigrid on the AutoCAD.
And I mean, they aren't exactly illegal, but this one is
I
outside
hope
the
CAD
system.
isn't illegal.
Well, this one's outside the system, though, so you don't have to, like, register when you make weird things.
Wow. Yeah, this is
This
Thank
is why
you.
we're meeting somebody on the docks at, she looks at her watch, 11:30 at night.
Correct.
All right. Should we just stand here, or perhaps
Well,
what?
as
I'm
you're
good standing here.
approaching the location, you know the pier that they're going to be meeting you at. And it's kind of in the middle of a long line of currently empty piers.
Mhm.
There are some...
Any Morgans?
No. There are... There's a bunch of kind of old shipping containers lined up. These have quite rusted, most of them. They look like they've been here a while, probably. There is a warehouse just across the street that looks not very active, if it is at all. Smashed windows high up, them ones that run around the top. And you would see a car with just the side lights on, parked up next to a shipping container while you were a ways off yet. In the spot
wanna
you
park?
need to meet.
You want to park a little bit away from them? We'll get out. Like roughly where we are on the map. But yeah, it shouldn't be too complicated. I'd just say, follow me, follow my lead. You might have to carry some stuff.
Right. Let's go. Guy?
He has disappeared.
Strange. I thought he was there for a second.
Morning. Oh, evening.
Evening. Nice night for a deal, you think?
Aye, give me a stealth key if you did not want these guys to have seen you get off your bike and go around the back.
Is he being stealthy?
Yes.
Please
That one's pretty
stop.
good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. It doesn't look like any of them have noticed you. He does not mention the riderless bike.
It was kind of hidden by the headlights.
Yeah, there are enough of them like walking over that conceivably that is the full complement.
Is dynamic lighting on this map?
No.
No, fair enough. Well, the door to this particular shipping container is already slightly open, and you can see it's dimly lit inside by something. And he says, "I've just left it in there. You got my money."
Violet will take it off the shoulder and sort of let it fall to the ground and slide it over.
He leans down, picks it up, feels the weight, zzz, has a glance inside. Very nice. Pleasure doing business with you. We'll be getting off.
Likewise. Have a good night. She takes a look to make sure. And then she'll look around for Guy to confirm and realize that he's not around.
As you look in, you see the thing. It looks correct. It's on wheels, caster wheels, but it's still a big, like, trunk-sized unit at the minute. It's got strange seams on it though, so it looks like it opens in a weird way, and it's got its model number printed on the top.
One of those things where once we get home, we'll look it up on the internet to figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah, how do you make this thing start building me shit?
She'll Violet will crawl through and get to the other side so she can push.
You start pushing it out. It's only a little box.
There.
Box.
All right, that was easy. Let's get out of here, guys.
And he just watches to see you pushing it out of there, and then starts engine up on car. And then Guy, you hear a splash. Sploosh.
Okay, I'll
Something's-
stealth that way and take a peek.
Something's about to come out of the water there.
Are we on comms or? I would assume we're on comms.
You're probably on mental
Yeah.
comms right now.
Yeah, mind
Company.
radio.
That'll work.
Company. Actually, cover first.
Give me just vision, please, Guy, at -3 for the dimness.
-3 because you're dim.
Yeah. Oh shit! Nice crit. Something is.
I see everything.
Yeah. At first, you think a wave's lapped up onto the dock, except there's like a 2-meter drop to the water level there, and there's no waves. And then you see that whatever it is, it's like a puddle that has climbed out and started stretching across. The light catches it though, and it is glowing green.
Real quick, area knowledge to recall the list of supers that have signed up for vigilantism, just to make sure that if I do something horrible, it's not to a vigilante who thinks they're.
Call. It might be somebody that's about to bust us.
Success by 4. Not off top of your head are you recalling Puddleman, the defender of righteousness.
Okay.
Unless it's Cheese Girl, but you're pretty confident her and Lily are in bed together right now. Because Audrey had to shut down her mental comms a few minutes ago.
It's just rude not to.
Well, I don't think a net round's gonna do anything, and I'd probably have my submachine gun out anyway. So I'm just gonna watch it.
Okay.
And just tell everybody to move quick.
So it starts to take form. It'll slip around the side of that container, and you'll have to step around to get a better view of it.
Like thusly.
And thusly perfect. It will kind of vaguely erect itself into a bipedal form, and a phlegmy, drippy voice calls out behind that car. She says, "Hold it. Breathe." And he will squirt some stuff out of his hands at the back of the car. all over the floor and up the tires, which promptly burst, and the guys in the car start turning around to get out. We may entertain order if you desire.
Guy's gonna aim at the gas tank on the car.
We are entering turn order. It sounds
Yeah,
turn order. It
I
sounds
think
like,
so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
or tutor, as I said.
Tutor.
At the very least, there are things that people want to do that the order will matter for.
Most likely. These guys at nerd speed. Give this guy his own speed. And then, I have not made my other sheet yet. Edit. Duplicate. Sorry.
Spoilers.
Edit. Rename. Save changes. Quick stat buff. Yeah, that'd be about standard, probably. No, not that much. When you input the desired number in the mod field.
Good, because I was kind of stream sniping and mildly like, uh-oh.
Accidental typo badass. Run with it.
Like, uh-oh.
Yeah, this guy with his 32 health is gonna fuck you up.
Incompetent at most other ways, though.
Deswending. And bleh. He's finished doing that. Those tires will pop. And he's like, get out of the car! And takes 2 steps this way, holding his hands out, pointing them in the car's direction. Sigrid.
Agreed. Moves over there.
Violet.
Is going to attempt to carefully move this thing out of the line of fire.
It's on wheels. It weighs 450 pounds, but it's on wheels. I'm not sure how far you can move it in a turn. Probably about 3 yards.
I mean, 2's plenty. I'm happy with 2.
2 sounds good.
She's not trying to move quickly. She's trying to move steadily.
Yeah, 2 sounds good. I bet you can get up to 3 or 4, but then if you want to turn a corner, then you'll be in trouble. And slowing down might be difficult. Might need to get around to the other side of it.
Could you give me control of the box?
Oh yes, I.
Couldn't even afford a box token.
Yeah, no, I can't give you control because I couldn't even afford a box token. Come on, Boxy. Good, Boxy. Represents character. Audrey. This box is Audrey. Done.
It's a little concerning, but okay.
Where'd that other box come from? Huh?
What's in the box?
Just a box.
It is just a box. Gee.
Continuing to aim at the gas tank of the car and get it out of here. We'll cover.
Cool. Matthias.
And what?
Get it out of here.
Saying-
We'll cover.
Yeah.
Oh. Matty as well. Choke on mashed potato.
Now is not the time to be eating your Sunday dinner, Matthias.
If not now, when?
Sunday.
Gravy
Matthias
on his
will
chin.
shout out in Sigurd's direction. We're leaving. And head towards his car.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Okay.
get up, soldier, we're leaving, etc. Or on your feet, yeah. On your feet, soldier, we're leaving.
So one of these guys is going to lean out the car and point a gun at the slime guy and just pull the trigger. And it actually looks like it hits miraculously. But it kind of bloop. Like he's just made a goo. You see a big ripple on his chest, Sigurd, when it hits him. Add like 3 to that. Yeah, terrible. Not much seems to happen. This guy will. You see like the back right, front left doors swing open on the car. Engine turns on at the same time. Lucius.
I turn and help push the box while starting to say something, taking 3 turns to say it.
Rightio. Turn 1 of Lucius talking.
Oh, I think I better say it at the end.
No worries.
Might be a little bit too tough.
Excuse me. I said freeze, girly. And he flips his hand to the left, points it at Sigrid, and squirts green goo from his... I say squirts it from his palm. It's more like it just flies off his body in the direction of his arm, which is pointing at you, Sigrid. I just needed to check that he made it with a 10. I think he did.
Like he was really wet and he just sort of flicked his hand at you and got you wet?
Yeah, but then all the water chased itself in a never-ending stream.
Right.
Yes, he does potentially just make it. There's a big glob of slime flying towards you, Sigrid. You may dodge or dodge and drop. Sigrid?
I'm very sorry, my mic was up. I am gonna make this feverish and dodge.
Good roll.
Wasn't you had to drop?
Yeah, you dodge or dodge and drop. It's like a basketball-sized glob of glue. Once it reaches Sigurd's face area. And it sails neatly past her and lands on the floor. Sigrid, it's your turn. The goo that he sprayed at the back of the car is kind of stuck to it and spreading up. You can see smoke and steam coming off it where it's making contact, especially with the rubber of the tires, which it has just eaten completely through.
Also, you heard Matthias say something.
I did, but I also heard Guy say we'll cover, and I'm assuming we is Sigrid.
He said will.
I'm not sure which he said.
I think he said we'll. We will.
Yes, we with an apostrophe. LL.
I'm assuming you were talking about me and you.
That's a good assumption.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop one of those sleep rounds off at this guy's feet.
Worth finding out.
minus 3, so this is a total of. That was the wrong one.
It still looks like it hits the hex.
All right.
Ah, would have just.
Well, it still
Oh, yeah.
would have been versus the 12. I'm just.
Yeah.
It's got the information for how this works. Put
Ah, so it does.
So he makes an HT minus 6 to resist.
I love the recoil of 7.
Yeah, right.
Just trying to decide how I want to deal with this. As you shoot at the floor, he does kind of snap back a bit in a defensive looking maneuver. 3d6. And a kind of. He gets less drippy. He firms up suddenly as the little poof cloud of smoke rises around him. And yeah, he like holds his arm up in front of his face for a second. Violet.
We keep on moving.
Keep on moving. Push the box. Geet.
What's the negative to hit the gas tank?
That's in basic set 2.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
Oh, right, yeah, in the vehicles section in hit locations. Not like a little box that says, it's a -7 to hit the gas tank. Technology and artifacts, vehicles, ground, vehicle.
554. Vital area, -3.
Yeah, engines, fuel tanks, vital area.
Uh-huh, and the car itself is size modifier 3. So
Oh, how about that?
straight up.
So I'm just worried about the range. All right. -4 for the range, but I want to punch a few holes in that gas tank. So let's do a 9-round burst.
Just while you're doing that, do we want to become famous? Someone in the chat's offering to sell us followers, primes, and viewers.
Ooh.
I think that's a bot.
Ah, damn. Foiled again.
I think that's slavery.
I think you're right.
Oh, that's right, because I aimed. That's why. Yeah. So actually, I rolled. I should have. I beat it by. 14.
You say a 9-shot burst.
9-shot burst at the gas tank.
8 ought to have hit then.
All right, so that's 8. Nice.
I think that's 7. Recoil 2.
The first plus.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, gas starts leaking out.
Yeah, all over the place. What's the damage on that gun?
46 plus 1.
Yeah.
You want me to roll?
No, I don't need that at all. Gas tank turned into a colander. Ew, gas tank. What the fuck's a gas tank?
Oh, I'm sorry, petrol tank.
Yeah, your petrol tank, pal. Guzzolene is what we call it over here, mate.
Okay.
Petrol panzer.
There is a suppressor on that as well. So there's a vague. I'm close enough. You probably heard. But -5 to hear me shoot it.
Plus a shit ton,
Oh,
probably.
shoot. I didn't think about that. Aren't most vehicles on Nirvana electric?
Yeah, they are.
Correct, even the shitty ones.
So you'd have.
So
Wouldn't
then
explode.
it's some sort of battery acid or something?
Although he might not have considered that.
Guy would have.
Yeah, Guy would have considered it. So you'd have been shooting at some other vital area that. Were you aiming to prevent the car from moving, or?
No, I wanted to leak some sort of volatile fluid on the ground.
I see. I think these batteries probably are prone to explosion
Oil.
if they damaged significantly.
I don't necessarily want to blow up a car with a bunch of
think
people
it would-
inside.
Batteries would need specific sorts of damage,
Yeah.
but there would still be oil in an electric car, so he would have shot where oil would be.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that works.
I'll take it.
Turbo encabulator fluid.
My turbo encabulator knows where it's going. Matthias. Could
Come on.
make you make a
You're
DX check to get your keys out of your pocket and you drop them on the floor. Like in a horror movie.
Can make a DX based driving skill. Oh, driving's already DX based.
You can make a DX based IQ based driving check. Okay, so this guy will go from sitting to standing out of the car.
And
Turn
this key will
slightly.
shoot the car.
This dude, will this time take 3 shots at Slime Guy, hitting with 2 of them. And I don't even need to roll this time. You see, since he kinda firmed up a bit and held his arm up to block against Sigrid, those bullets kinda squash against him, like shooting a giant but incredibly viscous water balloon.
Sigrid's gonna be in the news for thwarting another superhero.
Bwop, bwop. This guy will also step out, stand. Engine turns over. His foot's reaching for the pedal. The car starts to lurch forward ever so slightly, but then gets caught on that slimy acid. Is also like some kind of strong rubbery glue. And the car makes a horrible grinding sound as well, where some bullet from Guy gets stuck in something. Lucius. No, it's... no, yeah, it is Lucius. Go on, sorry.
Okay. Just continue with the same action as before. Second turn trying to say something.
Uh-huh.
Keep pushing the box. That's my turn.
Maybe you should say it partially if it's something important, because we'd have heard a couple seconds of it by now.
He's just confusing the here, saying, "It's Puddleman, champion of righteousness."
Is that all you were going to say?
Yes.
Radical. You could have got that out in 2 seconds. It's Puddleman, champion of righteousness.
I'm not sure if that would actually make them get pissed off about it and be like, "No, my name is this," and just stop whatever they're doing. Like trying to come up with the actual person that they are and go into monologue to allow us to escape.
It's definitely going to get his attention if you shout that he's Puddleman, champion of righteousness.
Yeah, he takes the cigarette off his mouth and says, "It's Puddleman, champion of righteousness."
Radical. He glances over at you, Guy, who just, and he clearly sees you for a second. But then he'll turn his head back over this way. Say, don't interfere. Sigrid.
Damn it. I'm pretty sure he's a superhero. I am gonna shoot the side of the car next to where these two guys are standing over here. With that second sleepy time round.
Okay. Like just in the door underneath this open window at the back.
Yeah.
Up to that guy's nostrils who's
those-
leaning out.
Yeah, like these two guys are like
Mm-hmm.
head out the door, right? This guy's like full on outside, right?
Correct.
Yeah, then I'm gonna shoot this hex like right here.
So put it in the car.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not you. Oh, you mean forgetting the wrong one again? I can scroll up ever so slightly.
An
18
engineered variant of the
minus.
heroin molecule. That sounds like overdose central.
No, it's engineered, so you can't overdose on it. And yeah, those guys blink. And don't stop blinking. Violet.
Well, let's pick up the pace.
And now I believe it is time. What?
That's a contradiction.
That is a contradiction. This should be 6.25 plus a bit, so it should be 6.38. Aha! It is exactly 0.1 lower than Violet's speed.
Haha.
So, there is a whooshing from the top of the building across from you. And two figures swoop down and fly low, only like a meter over your head here. And then turn, cross over each other, and arc up vertical, ending spun around. Just make sure. Yeah, that's a pair of successful aerobatics checks. And they both come to a rest hovering around about 7 meters up in the air. Boop, 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 boop. Is it going to let me do it? It's not, the bastard. Streamer mode prevents me from putting the symbol on with a number on it. But 7 meters up right now. And Guy, it is your turn. You can't see those guys from your current position.
Yeah, I'm sure I have no idea that they're there. Concentrating on Snatcher.
Matthias.
Boot the boot. Open.
That's the front of the car. But
Oh.
would you have parked it with the back?
Yeah, absolutely. There's.
Or it'd have probably even more likely been parked like this.
Sure, yeah. Boot the boot.
Boot the boot. Give me a DX check, please. Because you were moving at the same time. You might be able to get your hand right on the button as you arrive there.
This boat is booted.
Boat is booted. Sleepy guys sleep. This guy's gonna turn and go, what the fuck? Guy driving. The front wheels of the car start to spin. Lucius.
Continue helping.
Bit quiet
Sorry,
there.
I think I moved.
Ah, you just.
Or am I still muted? No,
We can
You're
hear
very
you,
hard
but
to
you're
hear.
quiet.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that I continue helping moving the box out of the way. I was just using that as a distraction to get them to focus on the other guys.
And
Nice.
you finish shouting out your thing.
Yeah, I'm full focus, 2 hands on the box, and just getting it to the car.
So after you shoot the car, Sigrid, he says, "I'm not cutting you in."
Shit. He is trying to rob us.
And yeah, he takes a couple of steps warily forward.
I'll
The
take a
sticky
couple of
goo
steps.
that holds the back of the car continues to sizzle. You can see it starting to eat through the pavement a bit as well.
But yeah, Sigrid will approach like that. She's got like her shotgun kind of slung down, not threateningly, and just kind of walks up and cocks her head to the side just a little.
Violet.
Couple of flying capes. She thinks at everybody.
Capes. Capes
What a
is
weird thought.
great name for the legitimized vigilantes.
Kind of.
I think
None of whom has been described as having capes yet.
true.
For flying superheroes. Capes.
She's an American, and one of their most famous superheroes is like caped like a total douchebag.
She may have used an American idiom that's lost on Nirvanans.
Oh,
It's possible.
there you go. So from floated up there, this one will descend. They both just descend to be stood on top of these shipping containers. They land with a nice loud bong bong. And I think they just cough politely. As they looking down at you popping that boot open. Gee.
Thatcher going for a gallon of turpentine.
Ooh. Yeah, super easy. Yep. Bloop. The cap's even off. The smell hits you straight away like, oh, that's good stuff. High test. Matthias. Right hand side drive. Oh, no, you've got the fancy one. Yep, imported.
Soviet.
Not converted. The Yakuza
wheel-
think your
the steering
cars.
wheel is on the correct side.
Are you not doing the roll over the hood thing?
No.
You get tetanus if you do that on this car. It's just going to turn back and unload, like, full auto at Slime Guy. And he screams while he's doing it. And he misses with most shots, but the couple that do hit bounce off harmlessly. This guy, the wheels stop spinning and the driver's side door swings open. Lucius.
I'm pushing the box towards the car. I'm not sure how far I can get it.
That box isn't technically real. You'd be there with Violet now.
So
You're at the point where you could start doing actions to start moving things into the trunk.
Yeah, you'd want to be like crouching, grabbing the box.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to grab the box by crouch.
Radio. Crouch down, get your fingers underneath where the wheels are. They get trapped. They all fall off. And he's not even going to turn. He's still just watching you carefully, Sigrid. He cocks his head in the opposite direction to you cocking yours. And with his outstretched right arm, he sprays like a cone jet of slime at this guy, who dives out of the way onto the floor. And as it splashes against the side of that container, it actually goes through. For a full second, he's just spurting out this thick, gross goo. And it's like watching like a super soaker versus a sheet of paper. But it's slime versus a steel shipping container. And it's your turn.
Whew. Okay, so I think I'm out of those sleepy shells now.
You used 2 of them?
Two of them.
I think you managed to make probably 5 altogether.
5 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I continue my approach, and I look towards this guy, and I just start nodding. Like, so the helmet, I don't know, somewhat approvingly.
Okay.
Like, and keep stepping this way. And as he's like focused and shooting that slime, and he's not thinking about it, I'll shoot the ground below my feet.
Alright. I don't even need a roll for that.
You're knocking yourself out.
No. Shooting the pier so that she falls into the water.
No,
I'm only at a grand total of a -2, I do believe.
mm-hmm.
Oh, and metabolic hazards.
Mm-hmm. You're +5 versus them, so you're actually at a +3.
Yeah. Okay.
The aerosol smacks you immediately. You smell that sweet plasticky drugs smell of the liquid heroin. He has a bit of surprise to him in this instant, for sure. Violet.
She's going to say in the direction of the people in the canisters, actions over there, and sort of gesture with her head in the direction of like the gunfire.
Aye.
And she'll also bend down to get the other side so that they can lift together.
Cool. One of the normal metahumans will turn and look and start saying, "Boss has got it sort." But then he's going to turn and look and see that maybe Boss doesn't got it sorted. And the other one's just going to step off the shipping container and, doof, like we out missing a beat, take 2 steps forward to here and just go like, shaking their head. Geek.
Sorry, was muted.
Turpentine in hand.
Boom.
Matthias.
Door.
Aye, you barely moved. You can get that door open. This guy's just gonna say, fuck it. He moves forward a space and gets to his knees. And this guy's gonna step out of the car. Step out of the car with one hand still inside, grabbing the strap to the duffel bag. Lucius.
I pull the box up to get it into the trunk.
So you would start lifting, and Violet's not lifting her side yet, and this thing weighs 450 pounds.
So Violet bent down to get her side when he was ready.
Uh-huh. So,
Still, that's really fucking heavy.
yeah, I don't think you're both ready to lift it together right now. Both of you roll HT, though, please, at like a -2. Yeah, HT -2, please.
Almost.
Oh, yeah, no, that's better, really, because that means you're straining to lift it, and we out Violet lifting at the same time. You don't even manage to budge it. It just tips slightly towards you, Violet, because of the wheels. Ludo is just gonna go to sucker punch you for that, Sigrid. He does not seem phased by it. His left arm swings round, and he's doing it so fast that it is 2 levels of deceptive, and he potentially misses entirely, and it's your turn.
Yeah, so I'm like holding the shotgun face down. I'm just basically gonna barrel whip him as I bring it up.
Radio.
So I'm actually not sure what I need to roll for this.
I can never remember either. Is it just a perk? Is it just guns skill? Someone must
For
remember.
which thing, sorry?
To bash someone with your gun.
Brawl.
Roll?
DX?
Wait, it's the shotgun, right?
Yeah.
The axe.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
mean,
using the axe then?
Oh,
I
so
mean, I'm using the end.
I'd say just axe mace.
Oh, okay.
That's true. It doesn't have to be the axe.
Okay. We will just do this then.
Like I'm picturing some grooves in the stock where your fingers would go when you're holding it the axe way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of doing more of a whipping it up from where I'm holding it.
Jab him with it as you do so, but that's fine. He's not made a dodge yet this round. He steps back away from you as you bring it up. Violet.
Shit, sorry. She'll get her side also.
And I think together both of you can start lifting the box.
I think so.
Yeah. There are, like, exact rules for how long it'd take and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure.
We can make a Teamster check. Or is it like package handling or something? I know there's a skill for it.
Yeah, packing. But that's more to look at the boot and say, right, that's where it needs to go.
And like do it efficiently, and we just want to get it in there.
I'd say more DX to do it coordinatedly.
Yeah, I'll take both. If both of you can give me DX, please.
Got it.
Sure.
Ooh, suck roll, but good enough.
Oh, I succeed.
Good roll, good enough. And you will start straining as you both lift that heavy box up to. You'd probably be moving into about there.
Cool.
But yeah, you've got it to the boot height now. You're just going to need to transfer it over in a second.
And she'll say, "Just a second." Up to the guy that's impatiently waiting to rob us.
Well, now he's just gonna get in and steal the car.
Yeah, I think he might. I think that's what he's thinking. Or he might just, like, take the whole car. He just,
Oh God.
yeah, kind of floats around without moving at all. He just suddenly is an inch above the ground and boop, like a, I don't even know how to describe it. A clockwork ballerina. He just glides around. The fella is pretty normal looking, aside from the fact that they fly in. Just a pretty average looking dude. Yeah. Gee. Oh yeah, the other one noticed that the boss might need help. And is going to spend this turn preparing. Matthias. No, Gee. Gee.
Hey, don't you skip me. All right, walk right up behind that guy. And with the barrel of my gun on one side of the jug of turpentine, I'm just going to unload it at him. Hopefully spraying him in a fine mist of solvents. I fired 9 shots last time. So I'll empty the magazine, which would be 11 rounds. Plus 2. I'm not aiming, and there shouldn't be any range penalties this close.
Correct.
Bulk, possibly.
Bulk, because I moved. You're right.
I'm not gonna say also because you're so close.
I don't think you've gone into C, though.
What? That's a really high skill with nothing going on.
19 minus 1. Where's that plus 5 keep coming from? I swear
Do you
to
keep
God.
applying your
Yeah,
range
it's the
thing?
range.
I reset it. I swear to God. I keep hitting reset.
It's really finicky. I don't understand it either.
Like I saw that last time, and so I keep. I don't know.
How many
What's
hits?
doing that? Sorry.
So it
So it should be.
should be 18.
Yeah.
Success by
So
11.
11. Recoil 2.
6 hits.
So, yeah.
It does indeed spray turpentine all over the both of you. Mostly on him, you're pretty sure, but also a fair bit on the front of you. Roll.
Should I bother rolling damage? Is there a chance that the bullets will hit or hurt?
Yeah, they will hurt a bit, but you say 4d6.
4d6 plus 1.
4d6 plus 1. Okay. Yes, please roll me that 5 times.
5 times.
6 times, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, they all managed to beat 5. That's all that were important. And they do indeed kind of... Like, you notice that he has got a really thick skin now. He's like oobleck. As these bullets hit, it almost cracks, but they still just pass in fairly harmlessly. But he does definitely stagger at those 6 close hits, much like the T-2000 or whatever it is, Liquid Metal Terminator.
T-1000.
Mm-hmm. Matthias. Climb into the car. I don't think
It's
you
gonna
can
be glorious.
get your starting going yet. This guy is going to continue his new plan. Turn in a corner, get into his feet. And this guy's new plan also. Start running, full speed. Duffel
good
bag
plan.
in hand.
Oh man, smart guy.
Lucius.
I am continuously trying to get it up into the back of the car, but can I make a spot check or to see what this guy's doing?
He's just watching. You don't even need to roll. Do give me a strength check, please.
Got it.
Oh yeah, No
I
problem.
do have a better lifting strength. I have +1.
Oh, yes, so even better.
Yeah, remember that he has been trying to get better at that.
Lucius has been doing push-ups.
Yes.
Pick the right guy.
You did. You brought the right young strapping lad to this. And you're just holding it at the minute, waiting for Violet's turn so that you can both drag it in together.
Got it.
And it is Seconds' turn, and it is Ludo's turn. And what's he gonna do? He just got shot a whole bunch by Guy. That's real rude. Step back. All out attack. Double. Has that got to be against the same target though?
All out attack, double, same foe. Yes.
I'm not going to bother in that case then. I'm just going to take a step back and take an all-out defense. He takes up a defensive position. Sigrid.
Sigurd takes a step back and will ready the axe properly.
Rightio. Violet.
We'll coordinate in getting the thing into the trunk.
You feel back end of your car sink like a good inch on its leaf springs, Matthias.
Yeah.
Suspension creaks as they just dunk equivalent to a couple of chunky guys in boot of your car.
We'll find a shop.
Whoops. And normal metahuman guy is just nodding this one. He says, good job. Then he takes a step and crouches. The one who was preparing and crouching over here is going to go for it, I think. Within range by 3 yards. Sigrid, you may attempt to dodge at a -2. This guy's about to punch you in your face whilst flying past you.
High five.
Can I retreat?
You can add a retreat, yes.
And then I will also make it feverish. So this winds up being versus that. Oh god!
Woof. I hate when Roll20 does that. And yeah, so he's actually currently taking up 2 hexes with his feet in that back one. Fist extended, Superman style. Gee.
I think he turns to look at where that guy came from. This is just the guy running away, right?
Yeah, you just see him. He's just scrambled to his feet. He's even left his gun on the floor where he fell.
All right, well, I'll just take a step. That's it.
Rightio, Matthias. Engine will turn over now.
All right. Foot down.
Start accelerating. Okay, am I still on that page? I am. Just tried to move your token in OBS. 1, 2. Vroom. legging it. And legging it. And Lucius.
Did Matthias just move with the thing in the car already?
Yeah, the car just
Who?
pulled away from you.
Is the back of the sorry, how do you call that in English? The
The
back
boot.
top of the car.
The boot.
Boot.
The boot,
Yeah, is
mate.
that up or is that down?
I think it was up, but this isn't the kind of boot that like opens itself, so it is now down.
Oh, okay.
As the car lurches forward,
And if it weren't already,
it
the car
slams
moving.
shut. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll just motion my head towards the car when I look at Audrey, as to say, get on the car, as I put on my stun glove this turn.
Ludo steps back. Still looks very defensive. Turns his head slightly to his flying buddy and says, "Get the money!" Sigrid.
Sigurd's gonna take a step here and cut this guy's leg off.
Oh shit.
Her PR person's gonna have a field day.
Yeah, I am. It's a good thing we're not recording this one.
I mean, Sigurd's not even Sigurd right now.
Just some thug in a motorcycle helmet.
Who's totally obviously not Sigurd. What is a leg? Where did they put that again? There it is.
Minus two.
-4.
-2.
I believe
Nice.
it's a miserable pile of secrets.
Huh?
And
What
we'll
is a
make
leg?
this all out determined. So a grand total of +2.
You hit. They ended the turn with back to you. But the way they fly in and pro, I'll give him a chance because I'm feeling real nice, and I'm glad I did because they managed to just snap their leg out of the way. No, they don't. They would have needed a slightly lower minus because of the posture. Although I don't know if it counts when you're flying. Let me do some checking. Sorry.
No, flight complicates things a little bit.
It still weren't enough. They would have needed either 4 or 5 at the best. So, yes, 11 cutting damage, armor divisor 2. That, like, doesn't come off, but it is heavily wounded. Oh shit, that guy crashes into the ground and goes skidding. Fuck, that's gonna be painful. Probably gonna land on his fucking face. Just mainly torso damage. And it's only a D6. Ouch, still. That also will then trigger. He's still conscious, at least. Oh, yes, well done.
Bastard didn't see that coming.
No, he didn't. And yeah, it lands, skids, rolls over. Looks pretty fucked up. Violet.
I don't think these guys are heroes. As he said get on the car, she'll hop in the car.
Oh, he didn't told you. He just motioned you like when like when you move your head towards an object. That's to get over there.
Oh, okay, fair. She'll head off to the car. Are windows open or closed?
On a nice evening like this,
Yeah, that car's not got AC. They're probably always open.
in fact, in the back right, they don't go up.
Nice. She'll try to get in the back.
Give me, I think, acrobatics is probably your best bet for this.
Sure.
Uh-huh. I have seen someone do something very similar to this while I was driving a car. And it was to steal the seat from someone else. And it weren't a open window they jumped through, but it was just a tiny gap between a person and the car seat, and they jumped and landed sat in the passenger seat while someone else was trying to sit in it.
I drove a minivan as my first car, and I turned 16 first to my group of friends. So the moonroof was a popular way of getting into the shotgun seat first.
How did we never do that?
I have no idea.
It's a terrible idea, is why. You break the moonroof.
Well, yeah, but one time I walked out to my car and the driver's seat was missing.
Okay.
Like, my friends didn't give a shit.
That's a good one.
Also wedged an air horn under his car seat once. That was good.
But yes, Audrey, you managed to land neatly sat on the back seat. Matthias, you don't even know how that happened. I don't think just something
It's
else.
a very
lands
sort
in
of
the car.
superhero movie type of a move. Clearly, there is a stunt double involved.
Vault over the boot, whip your body round.
I like to think she, went up the boot onto the roof and then in through the side.
So this guy continues gliding, slightly
He
crouched.
looks constipated.
He does, yeah. He holds his hands out as he's doing it. He looks like he's getting ready to grab the front of your car when it comes towards him, like he's gonna sumo wrestle your car.
Well, good thing I'm not going straight into a building. Oh no, other metahuman guy is... Oh yeah. Moving forward, bleeding a lot, getting to his knees, screaming, "You little bitch!" But yeah, Gee.
That's all.
Matthias?
Yeah, let's continue. I'll give you a driving roll.
Success?
Evasive driving.
Going that way?
Yeah, right. His right.
There you go. This guy's like turns his head over back of his neck slightly as you're running up behind
That's
him,
this guy?
Gee, and he's like, "Ah, please!" The armed human who's fleeing, who thinks Gee's trying to get him. This person's gonna turn and start running this way instead, because oh dear. And Lucius,
I have my gauntlet on, right?
you got your what on?
My stun glove.
Oh yeah, You readied, and it is now on.
Okay, I want to I can move full speed without losing any if I just set it to the hard stone because he seems like a very tough person.
Yeah, I'm fine with you setting it straight to the tough one.
Okay. I'll move 5 with the goal of hitting this guy, not the car, in case he tries to go for it.
Rightio. Ludo just screams now. Leave the printer! Get! And Sigrid.
Sigrid better leave the printer.
Yeah, I think Sigrid like books it to there.
Violet.
Looking for a seatbelt.
You're gonna be looking for more than a turn.
Yep.
No,
She fails
Would
to
it
find a
have been
seatbelt.
modernized to have seatbelts?
yeah, seatbelts were installed as part of the Nirvana roadworthiness.
Awesome.
So you,
You
do
couldn't just have
find.
taken it to some guy with a pool table in the garage.
Yeah. That actually didn't work. They were a problem that were too bad. So it didn't work out. He weren't willing to do it. It were a whole thing. I were too embarrassed to say in Discord.
But now you've told the world.
And now I've told the world. It's alright, I'm getting it fixed. It needed fixing. So he considers, and then he shrugs. He heard his friend, and he just floats gently over this way a bit. Gee.
Oops. Where's the thingy? There it is. Sigrid, move. Or I guess it would be Berserker move.
I mean,
You
I think
think
now
in
that
it
we're on
so you can.
Yeah, if you
Mind
think,
link.
yeah, the mind link is secure.
I think at this point we are full Young Justice.
Violet
some
rubbing her
ways.
hands together. The mind link is secure. Matthias.
Were. Because it's an electric car.
Full speed?
Safe speed.
Safe
You should-
speed is
One
still.
law at a time.
Hmm?
Only break one law at a time.
Okay.
So you're going like 15 miles an hour? Or whatever the side road speed limit is?
Yeah, probably like 20 kilometers an hour or something really slow for this port. So,
Okay, what most people do there, so 30.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, I'll take you up to like 6.
Drive casual.
6 meters per second. Still running. Just gonna try and make a DX check to slip through that gap. Barely makes it. Still running. Oh god, I don't want to die. I just won my $4 million. Lucius.
I'm rooting for that guy.
Well, yeah, he sells you good shit. Sorry, Lucius.
So the guy didn't pay attention and just left.
Yeah, he looked at you, but then he shrugged and turned and started flying towards the man with the duffel bag.
Okay. I'll turn my glove off as I run away.
I run away. Cheese it. The money. So he finishes what he was shouting. Leave the printer! Get the money! Idiots! He screams. And he's just going to take a step and go like... "Ugh!" And he makes an all-out attack, just fully blasting the car with a big, wide jet from both of his hands in this acrid, stinky mess.
So what you're telling us that he started blasting.
He's blasting. He's just started blasting. Sigrid. I'm guessing it's a mic up situation.
Yes, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. It's only a -1, so I'm rolling against a grand total of a 10. But I'm gonna put 1 pellet right there. Or, attempt that.
In the guy's face or on the...
The like hex right below him.
Okay. Based on how he... no, I'll not say. Ooh, potential hit. He weren't really thinking about it. But he'd probably just managed to see you snapping up that shotgun. But though he twists, he doesn't realise you're shooting at the ground. And it goes off. And he blinks a second as he collides with the floor and skids across it, rolling. Uh, 6 damage to a leg. You'd probably see one of his legs bend backwards as it hits the floor. Bone pops out of his shin.
Never dance again.
Oh, and it knocks him out from the pain. Major wound taken.
I mean, he's probably unconscious from the... Oh, Jesus, I keep hitting the wrong one.
Oh,
but
right.
It's
Yeah, also unconscious from the the sleepy time. So yeah, at least you gave him his painkillers before.
Yeah, he didn't feel any of that. He's gonna wake up and be like, ah!
Violet.
How far back is Lucius at this point? Is he literally just right there?
He is right there, running as fast as he can. You can see his knees pumping.
Stop the car real quick.
Those guys are both kind of semi-outer action. Although, no, this one that's bleeding out the leg. Oh, fuck, no, he falls unconscious. He goes to stand up and falls flat on his face. And that one is asleep. I'm just going to delete him. Gee.
Aim at the green guy.
Aim applied to green guy. Matthias.
Start stomping.
Start stopping.
Not dangerously.
Not dangerously.
So he'll have to keep running for a moment.
True that. And yeah, you've gone off map now. Sorry about that. I'll just bring you back and move Lucius back to represent how far you moved. These guys aren't really important anymore. He runs off map now. Money guy is a bit important. Still running. He runs past the bounds of mapped zone.
The duck.
The duck knifes him in the ankle as he goes past. Grabs the duffel bag of cash and flies away. Lucius.
I am gonna continue chasing off and slowing down whenever he slows down, so I can get up in the car.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that will take us a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. Everyone lose 1 FP, please.
I'm already down one because I don't bother updating it after stuff because it rarely becomes relevant.
Oh, I also read something quite good. I think it were in Supers that said you should apply, or you can apply, extra fatigue losses for things like powers being used.
Oh, in case it is stressful.
Yeah, I think they can be resisted with will as well. And if you've got a talent, it adds to it. So, Guy, roll me will, please.
My powers also do cost FP.
If they cost in FP by base, then maybe I'll not be too mean. But yeah, no, you don't lose another FP from having snatched things in the last 10 seconds. Audrey, you've got that mental link going.
Yep.
Also roll will, please. Sigrid's not been healing herself or anyone else, or spending blood magic yet.
Yeah, like Sigurd hasn't been doing like any super stuff. As far as anyone's
Well, I mean,
concerned,
fighting.
well, but none of it is like out
Power
of the bounds
related,
of what
yeah.
a person could do.
That's true.
You're all good. You're all good. He loses his FP. He just screams, useless! And turns and starts running towards the water. It's like wet, sloppy. He leaves a trail of smelly gunk as he goes. Sigrid. You just got told to move, I think?
Yeah, but these guys back here are like covered in slime and like potentially dying, right?
Ooh, yes. This guy was outside the car and will have got some slime on him. And you can see it's burning his skin and melting through his clothes where it's stuck to him.
All right, I'm gonna like grab him and drag him away, and so like I don't know, maybe grab him right now and
Mm-hmm.
a step back.
Crouch, grab, start pulling.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Violet.
Scooching over so he has room to get in.
Oh, you could even like pop the door open for him.
Ooh, good call.
Handle, kick it.
She'll attempt to do so if it opens.
DX check. Passenger cars check. No problem. That door swings open for you, Lucius. Gee.
I realize it's a good thing I don't have to shoot because while I aimed last turn, I am completely out of ammo. So instead, I will be reloading.
You can just see it too. Click.
Matthias. Come to a stop.
To go at a nice rate, probably not this turn.
Rightio. You probably just move like another yard then. I don't think we need to worry about these guys anymore. Or potentially this combat, because he will do a nice cannonball into the water. Whoosh! And disappear under the surface. And all remaining antagonists are unconscious. But it seems like in the heat of the moment, Lucius will probably still just get in the car and the car will drive away, especially seeing as you two came on the bikes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was why I did it that way. That, and if I had to leave Sigrid behind, it wasn't going to be the end of the world.
Bye, Sigrid.
He's got a strategic point that I cannot fault him for.
I
Have
think
fun being tortured for a century.
now's a good time for a quick break.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right,
Mhm.
we'll be right back in 5 minutes.
We're back, fuckers.
What he said. So the fight seems to have ended. Lucius, you have just jumped into the car. Matthias, do you accelerate again? And start leaving the scene quickly?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Guy and Sigrid, what are you doing immediately?
I am pulling these guys out of the acid.
Mm-hmm. You can
I
see it.
am covering Sigrid while she pulls guys from the acid.
It doesn't stick around very long. The stuff that got fired first at the wheels is now just like a tarry, thick, inert but smelly substance. The stuff that's on this guy is still burning him in places. You can't seem to just wipe it off.
Okay, I dragged this other guy out too.
Alright.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, get door open,
And then,
pull him away.
I will. All right. I have a theory to test. So Sigrid comes up here, and she grabs like her small axe, and she just like cuts a huge cut like right in her wrist, and just starts pouring over that guy.
Alrighty. How much does it do?
Boom.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I don't know what a critical success for the healing advantage is, but all right. And then so
Exactly how much he heals isn't important. So, but you see on the fresh open skin where it's already burnt some of him on those red blisters that are popping up all over him. It as the blood washes over it, the skin just repairs itself, stitches back together.
yeah, I'll keep doing that till he's healed, and go over to this guy and do the same.
You bleed on these fuckers.
Yeah.
It
So
doesn't say anything about critical success, only critical failure.
yeah.
Fair
Cool.
enough. And the
So,
acid
yeah.
kind of wears out. Once you get your blood on it, it does seem to neutralize it somewhat. You wash it off with your blood, and as you rub it over the skin is repaired by it. And they both just like snoring peacefully.
All right. I will wake them up.
They could be out for another couple of minutes.
Okay.
That took
Like-
you about 20, 30 seconds or so altogether, I think.
Okay. Well, then I guess in that case I'll go over to this guy and do the same.
Bleed on his cut leg.
Yeah.
It stops bleeding.
Okay.
Where
Oh,
are
I
the
guess-
people in the car heading?
Just out into the city itself, but Matthias will say, "What the fuck happened there?"
I
Audrey,
don't know. Who are those guys?
you brought us into that.
I don't have a clue who those three were. Seemed like they were trying to rob us.
It
At
seemed
least
like they were trying to stop an illegal transaction.
they were after the money. I mean, when they flew in, that's what I thought also. But like, They were talking about the money.
Yeah, they didn't mention to let the printer go. They clearly knew what they were going.
Gee.
Yeah.
Let me make a check for you. What's your IQ?
15.
You ought to be leaving a lot sooner rather than later. If you don't want to have to talk to anyone employed with the authorities.
All right. Yeah, time to go. I'll apparate a Sharpie and write "bad guy" on this guy's forehead, and then kind of pull Sigrid like, cops are here.
Okay.
You don't see anything anywhere, Sigrid, if you like glance around looking for police.
I don't know. He seems to be right about these kind of things.
But as you are pulling away on your bikes, so you just blah, blah, blah. Guy with money is nowhere to be seen by that point. You would have heard his footsteps going off into the distance, but then you can't actually see him anymore.
He earned that money.
The other flying fella is unconscious on the floor here.
Okay. I mean, really, my only other goal is I want these two to get away if possible. Like, I want to wake them up and be like, run!
They actually wake up. Wow, you managed to shake them out awake, and they're groggy. And they're like, oh, why am I covered in blood? What the fuck?
Run!
Shit, what have you done?
Cops! Run!
Oh shit, they start running.
Yeah.
Before you've even
That's it.
finished saying cops. They're gone.
And then, yeah, I guess Guy and I go to our motorcycles and probably do some side street alleyway motorcycling.
Mm-hmm. As you pull away, if you glance in your mirror, you would see that there is a boat suddenly lighting up floodlights right where you'd been stood, and pulling up to the side of the dock.
Okay.
Surf logo on the side of it.
Perfect.
How appropriate they have boats.
I mean, it's an island.
Gotta stop them fishery crimes. Nirvana seceded from the rest of the world for fishing rights over the South China Sea. It's not worked
And
out.
again, I just have to imagine that there is so much sea traffic.
Yeah. The airport's probably, like, for size, the busiest airport in the world. And these ports have got to be some of the busiest in the world, too.
Hmm.
I'm sure ships have to sit like a couple of days out at sea before they can even get a dock.
Yeah. Quite the sight. There's lots of boat watching nerds, I bet. Up on tops of big buildings with the binoculars. Like, noting down all the serial numbers on the boats. Oh, look at that tanker there. Glorious.
But yes, we bounce.
You bounce. You bounce.
Oh,
Oh.
Sigrid, like, bleach spray can, I'm sure, so she's gonna spray all her blood.
You just pull some
Like
bleach.
Boondock Saint style.
Just pull out some bleach and spray it on the floor.
Yeah, pretty much, like, where her blood is.
And
Okay.
all of the guys.
Why am I covered in blood? Why do I smell like bleach? Run!
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. But, like, Sigrid does that, like, any place where her blood is, so...
Okay. I imagine bleach would make DNA testing difficult.
Impossible? Just kills everything? I see a scene out of Boondock Saints.
I'll take a scene out of Boondock Saints for now. I'll take it. That's science enough for me.
Because everything else in this game is based on hard science, as we've seen.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
So I suggest heading back to the pharmacy, but not directly. Make sure you're not followed.
There's an actual skill for watching if you're being followed. I don't know if it's shadowing itself.
Can I use shadowing?
Yeah, give me shadowing.
He's like keeping an eye on the back part of the car, just making sure to look on the retrovisor.
Uh-huh. After driving around for 15 or 20 minutes, you are very confident, Lucius, that no one's been following you. And Guy and Sigrid, I'll take shadowing, I'll take observation, I'll take just perception. I think I'd also like to see a motorcycling from Sigrid.
How about unjust perception?
Depends on how the dice cooperate.
Let's see how good a view of Sigrid crashing.
So it to resist, it is their shadowing versus subject's vision roll, just straight up.
Okay. So, okay.
I was like right there.
Nice. Ooh. You do not get the sense that you've been followed by anyone.
Looks clear. All right, yeah, back to base.
Back to base. One of you's already here.
Well, that was unexpected. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Nobody even tried to hit me.
You probably
Yeah, that
all
was better than.
arriving at a similar time.
Yeah. She checks out the car as well and then realizes that she can't actually tell if it was damaged.
I'm fine. I learned I can do something very cool. Looks
Oh, yeah?
over at Guy. Is that right? Very cool.
It is pretty cool.
What can you do?
I can heal you with my blood.
It sounded a bit like you said keel.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But
Heal
With
Heal.
your blood.
with my blood. See, look at grab like Guy's arm and cut it with the with my axe.
Sigrid just fucking
the
cut
fuck?
you, Geet.
Holds up her hand and like cuts her wrist a little and bleeds on it and wipes the blood off.
Fucking hurt.
Holy shit!
It did hurt, but now your arm feels fine. And as Sigrid wipes away the blood, the deep wound that she just gave you is actually gone.
Sigrid, we need to talk to you about diseases.
Yeah. Did anybody give her the chat about it?
You mean like the Black Death?
After that.
Arm fine. His arm is fine.
Zoom in to microscopic level. Little Sigrid's inside, hacking away with axes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can you even get sick?
I've been sick.
Okay. So I don't know how they found us, but it sounds like that was kind of an inside thing. Like, they're definitely talking about like what was in the boxes, right? She looks at everybody.
You
Seems
say
so.
money and He said money and printer.
Well, nobody on our side talked, so I'm betting somebody in their crew maybe talked.
Don't think they wanted
There's
to
a lot of
betray
links
you.
in the chain.
Mm-hmm.
All your contacts are fine and assumed to have escaped.
That's good. Thanks. Well, let's scan this thing with this bug thing, and I assume you guys know how to set it up.
Not a clue, but I'll figure it out.
All right.
Uh-huh. You get the bug scanner out. I believe there's a role for using that, right?
Electronics operation security.
Yeah, but it's got a role it can make itself as well. That's the important one.
Yeah.
So we don't actually know what we're doing.
Do you remember its skill level?
I'm looking it up.
He just made a roll right on.
It's coming up clear.
Cool. So did you guys have any? Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a knock at the door. Oh, probably
He's it.
doorbell.
That's concerning. Throw like a tablecloth or something over the box.
You know what? Oh wait, no. Clairsentience takes a minute, I think.
It's not.
Just a minute.
Your intuition tells you it's not anything dangerous. Ooh, that's a bad way of wording it. Your intuition tells you it's a friend.
It's probably Garth or Morrison. Go ahead and let him in.
Is he?
We're all.
Are they a personal acquaintance? Are they a celebrity? Are they state affiliated? Yes.
It's nobody new.
They're a living founder. Hey.
Oh, hey, come on in.
Made it back, I see. Very good.
Back from what?
Back from whatever you were up to. Superhero work, I presume. That's the business
Yes,
we're
everything
all in, right?
Entirely legal and above board, yes.
By definition.
I study history.
Rightio. Sure thing, kid. How y'all doing anyway?
Getting concerned about the anniversary?
Where's the skeleton? Where's...
Be gone.
He left the island.
Oh,
No idea where they went.
yeah, his ma was doing something. I wouldn't worry about them unless they come back. I'm hoping we've seen the last of him for now, honestly. Myers is kind of more trouble than he's worth for the most part.
You're not wrong.
He's just idly thumbing all your tools and stuff as he walks around room glancing at crap.
So, what are you planning?
Well, I had a talk with your friend Lily. She's over at that cheese girl's house right now. They're having quite the time, I think. I turned off everything, don't worry. Now, she wants to go to space. And I kind of want to put some things in space. And it just so happens there's someone in this room who can maybe help us do that. Someone who's maybe got an in at the research center. And I'm maybe wondering how they came to achieve that.
No, I mean, what are you planning that involves escaping through me?
Wait, what? Sorry?
You and Chan Yu.
No, I can talk to Chan Yu whenever I need. I'm talking about
Escaping, I said.
escaping. Escaping what?
That's what I'm asking you.
I'm confused. Who's escaping what now?
Chan Yu is escaping something. I'm asking you what. Because I am the escape route.
Huh? He just looks a bit confused.
Who's John Yu?
Chan Yu's.
Yeah.
Anybody following any of this conversation?
No.
Not one bit.
Mattis will pull out the coin.
What is going
That's
on?
that Chinese thing, right?
Sir?
Is
That's that Chinese coin, right?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Chan Yu gave it to me after you got him on the phone.
Interesting.
And I recently found out that it is intended as an escape route.
I can ask him. I'll get in touch.
No, don't ask.
Oh?
I was hoping you would know. I don't care to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Guy has magic. It's probably some kind of spell. Maybe he's planning on using you to get out of something. I think having that coin on you make it easier for him to cast a spell near you, on you. I don't know. I'd be careful with it. I don't 100% trust the guy. I need to refresh roll 20.
Alright. Yeah, it broke for me too. And space?
Space? Space.
It's the final frontier. It's the final frontier.
I'm pretty sure Garth knows that Violet's Audrey. Even if it's not been specifically revealed to him, I know that he knows this.
Okay. That's totally reasonable. They're smart people.
And he knows that everyone in this room knows this. So yeah, he's going to carry on. And for God's sake, roll 20. Just let the chat work for once in your freaking life. Technical difficulties. We love roll 20. Blah, 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 blah. It's still loading. Come on, chat. Come on. I know what the problem probably is. Alright, now try again. Fuck knows. It's being busted as all hell. Refresh one last time. Let it fully load before I try and pop out the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the solution. Be more patient. So someone that we all know has an inn at the research center. I'm not sure how they got it, because the aerospace department is so locked up tight that I got no idea what they're putting on their SSTO.
I mean, have you
They're
tried hard?
what?
Single stage to orbit.
I mean, have you tried hard work and genuinely wanting to like help them?
He rolls his eyes.
All right, have you tried secret German equations to impress them with math?
I have
Did you say
not.
secret German equations?
I mean, I may have gotten a pretty good look at the guy's head.
1 plus 1 gibt 2.
3. 4. Rammstein.
Not that good of a look?
Well. Alright. The guy I passed off to Ghost.
I assume you're not able to reinterrogate him.
We got a lot out of him, honestly. And you say it was stuff he knew that was interesting to the aerospace team?
I mean, it was the advanced math stuff mostly.
He's rubbing his chin. Well, that's interesting. Well, your friend...
In what way? Like, why?
that guy's knowledge is pretty specific to one field that isn't necessarily aerospace related. If someone on that team's impressed that you're talking about equations he would have had at the front of his head, they're probably working on something parachronic up there.
Ears perk up.
What now?
What do you mean by parachronic?
They're time traveling, maybe dimension hopping. There's metas that have been able to do it.
Is everyone?
It's the next
Kinda.
wave. You're saying? Looks at Violet.
Oh, it's starting to appreciate why a time traveling future group might want to send people back to put a stop to this bullshit. If everybody's time traveling, this seems like a bad place to be. Or time
Yeah,
to
especially if they're all converging around this island at
Mhm.
around this time.
It's the whole like Hitler thing. Like when Hitler's family started to realize there was constantly time travelers, they should have been concerned.
Why have so many people tried to kill my baby?
I don't know, but
Maybe
art
I
school's
should
the way to go.
kill my baby. Well, I'd just say make sure your friend Audrey keeps doing what she's doing and gets on that team. Your friend Lily had this wise idea of putting her spy satellite in orbit. She seemed to think she could just fly straight up there and leave it and it'd stay there. It's a bit more complicated than that. But
She only got a C in physics.
I mean, she is really fast though.
Well, if somebody can pull it through, it's her.
I can get us most of the things. Problem is, it'd be too big for her to put up in one go. It'd need assembling up there. And I don't think she's going to be able to assemble that thing herself. What with her C in physics and all.
Not sure if you can bring up some engineers.
He's
I
kind
mean,
of looking over
she
at
can
you.
carry people.
Problem is, I think there's already something up there. Which is why I was so interested when Lily said she wanted to go up and put a spy satellite over Nirvana. Because I'm certain there already is one.
Probably more than one.
So you want to take a look and see who has stuff up there?
If we can get some radar, LiDAR, space dar stuff some geeks have been working on up there, we got a much better chance of finding them with whatever stealth tech they're using. So yeah, that'd be kind of great. There's no way we're gonna manage it before the anniversary, though. This is more, I'm thinking, a friendly team hijacks a test flight. The SSTO has already had a few. And once you're up there, you've got a Lily can help you move things into place. And she'll be going at the right sort of speeds that it won't take much more thrust to get it up to a geostationary.
Sigurd's got this look that just says, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I think she's just picking her teeth at this point.
What do you mean hijack?
Stowaway.
That does sound a lot more reasonable.
Yeah, that sounds much more reasonable.
That sounds a lot less getting me thrown out of the country.
It's pre 9/11 at this point. Nirvana's not been 9/11
I was
yet.
born on a spaceship doesn't mean that I can fly one.
You don't need to fly it, you just need to hide in it with the gear. And then when it gets to space, have Lily take y'all out to the point, put it together, turn it on, back to the spaceship. Wait for it to land.
And you know that
Don't they
all of
monitor
that
those
gear
for weight very carefully?
extremely carefully, down to the gram.
Yeah, when they're putting it together, not when it's on the runway.
But aren't
the
those
calculus.
calculations important for getting to space?
But they carry an excess of fuel, and you'll have someone who's got an N on the team who may be working on this very launch that you end up going up on. This isn't a near-term goal. It's just an option. Thought you kids might want to go to space. I've been doing more and more ops there recently.
Meh.
Get
It's
your
not all
feet
it
wet.
cracked up to be.
I mean, I'm going to space. What's gonna happen?
Been there, done that.
Well,
Not the stupid elevator.
careful with that coin, kid. Watch out, Chan Yu doesn't get you into no trouble.
I'll try. Has Garth indicated language skills at all?
No. Barely English.
Matthias will walk him to the door.
Thanks, kid. I'm an old fella.
What's the plan for
Oh,
the
right.
anniversary?
Yeah. So, you maybe guessed it by now. They might have time traveled?
Might have. Yeah, no, I think they will appear in that same spot, but right at the anniversary, right when they want to appear.
Maybe not the same spot.
He's rubbing his chin. Same spot? That would be ideal scenario, I think. I think it's more likely they ain't gonna appear at all. I think chances they actually managed it are slim. But it could still be the case. We're gonna have boat and air deployment ready. We're gonna be watching as we said. I can get you guys a position. I can get you on a boat somewhere. I thought you might prefer to be in the city in case something goes down here.
Seems smarter. The explosion in the harbor, you don't think that's related to the Americans at all, do you?
He sucks his teeth. Quick reminder in case anyone forgot. There was a strange explosion that occurred out at sea. Didn't kill anyone, but it injured quite a few workers building platforms for the floating parade thing. And it was a strange explosion. It's like, it could be. We're gonna be watching the stages very carefully. We're gonna have people on them. We're gonna have diving teams on hand. If anything appears, we're gonna evacuate. We got the evacuation plans in. We're minimizing actual people on the water, but it's still gonna be risky, yeah. And I think it might be related, but I think it also might be evidence that if they do even show up, maybe they're coming in pieces.
And the dignitaries, they have physical and meta protection.
Oh yeah, you would not believe the details that are coming over here. I would not be surprised if we end up with a few refugees after this, simply because they're in the country protecting heads of state right now. Maybe against their will.
And they've all been vetted by Nirvana.
Me and Morrison have looked into everything. Yeah, there's no
It's a bit
Americans coming.
dehumanizing to have them checked out by vets.
Oh,
All right. Well, I can't think of anything that you're not thinking of. But you're the big picture guy.
He's like,
yeah, sounds like a plan.
what? So what you got under the blanket anyway?
Do you really want to know? Like, is your life going to be any better if you see what we have hiding under the blanket?
Shrugs and puts his hands up. It's like,
We're all young, don't ask.
okay. Now he just looks really confused and suspicious. What the fuck are those kids bought? Probably just thinks it's like a keg or something.
Or a giant pile of guns.
Yeah, that's probably what he thinks it is.
Yeah, because even if he hasn't seen the guns that I have laying around, at some point, like, if he's looking at the equipment, it's obvious that he's going to see all the hand reloading stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, and I asked him where I could get primers.
a couple of the tools he picked up were like presses for loading bullet casings and stuff.
Yeah.
Fiddling with your drill press.
And now he's like, oh, they added a shotgun to the mix.
Matthews is
Paintball
gonna
gun.
look around for owls.
Are you hoping to see an owl or not see an owl? You're
Not
almost
see an
definitely
owl.
you're gonna see an owl, but you can also see a way to get out of the owl's line of sight.
Quickly walk him over there.
Mm-hmm. He kind of sees what you're looking at and gets the gist, but we aren't making it obvious.
So, I assume you have more information about the newest developments in making people not meta?
Yeah. You're thinking about the video, right? What he said?
Among other things.
Yeah, it's true. They have developed something. That guy you saved on the train has developed something that could theoretically erase a person's powers for good. Could kill him too. We've not tested it that far. One of those people you took in, one of the duplicates of that girl, she had it. She died. I think he injected it on the train in front of you. It was only meant to be a small dose. We have tested that one. It's not killed anyone
She
else.
wasn't really real, was she though? Like she was a duplicate made of weird things.
Yeah.
If you make it stop being meta, it's just a pile of weird flesh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we ran into there.
What do you think about it?
I mean, it's necessary evil, honestly. There's some people that there's just going to be no other option. It's just all you can do to keep everyone else safe. And it's a damn sight better than having to kill them.
None of us ever asked for this.
I never asked for this.
Sigurd like kind of raises her hand, like,
We just are meta.
Not
Oh.
me. Sigrid's there having this conversation in private, but
oh, I'm sorry.
you might all still be mind linked.
No.
No.
And even if we were, she would have cut it when he walked off. It was clear they wanted privacy.
Cut it for everyone except for yourself. Violet rubs her hands together. Secure. I don't know if it's ever gonna be something they'll offer, you know, like remove your meta powers, de-meta humanizing. Humanization.
Do
It's
you
also
think things would have turned out better if this had been done to all metas in the past?
no, just different, not better. Evil is intrinsic to metahumans and humans alike. They both have the capacity and equal share. Metahumans are just better at doing violent things, but they're better at stopping them too.
I could have had a normal life if I weren't meta. It's too late for that now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So even if you weren't anymore, you can't go back.
No, that's not possible. Night.
You just saying bye.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I have to go think about powerful RPM spells to cast under the double eclipse.
What?
He's referencing another game where
Where he went supervillain.
Nice.
Yeah.
And was rather rudely murdered while he was trying to explain why this was a good thing.
I hate
That happens
when
to
that
supervillains
happens.
a lot.
Yeah.
Might as well come back.
Everything okay?
Yeah, all fine.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty late now. Perhaps I should head back.
Yeah, it'd be after midnight. Maybe 1 a.m.
You
by
hadn't
now.
quite dropped the Girth voice.
Yeah, it's gonna stick for a while, maybe.
I mean, you got to do things to your throat to make it happen.
Are you already examining your new toy, do you think, Guy?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What do you want me to roll to get it up and running?
What's your machinist tech level at?
Yeah.
It's machinist.
The tech
Oh,
level.
what's my machinist? My tech level is 9 across the board.
Roll me machinist -5 for now, please. For this first check. Did you make it, My chat bar's disappeared yet again.
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, chat box. There it is. I've got it.
I made it by 1.
That's praxis.
Good enough. I was really waiting for that flying super
Oh,
to
by
pop
one.
in the driver's on the American driver's side or the wrong driver's side.
British driver side.
There you go. Thank you.
Failure by 1 is still enough. This thing does actually have bonuses to use it for high TL, as well as penalties if your TL's different. So you essentially find a handle. Sigrid, you just sat on it as he's looking at it.
Oh, I guess when Garth leaves, then no.
Yeah, she was sitting on the top, so that it wouldn't be obvious.
Someone pull the cloth off without moving Sigrid. That magic trick.
Good trick.
And as you pull the handle,
He could do that, for the record.
these
Okay, sorry.
these 4 corners expand, and it starts opening up, and
Back
4 little robotic arms inside, with like the 3 joints and the 6 degrees of freedom, extend themselves out and start to assemble their own little bench area.
Oh, that's efficient.
All right, that's cool. I didn't know it did that.
Screens lift up on it. And it gets a little display area, and you can quite clearly see it's got like a router milling machine, filament printers, and all sorts of various bits and bobbins that it can do.
This thing is solid. Like, you did a great job.
Well, I hope it's useful. It does have the drawback of it only has so many things already programmed into it. So unless you know how to program, it's only gonna have the basic menu.
Oh God!
What's on the basic menu?
Fork,
Regular
spoon.
tools,
Okay.
Teacup.
not shotgun shells.
Yeah, it's definitely not got
No,
shotgun
but
shells.
thin
Vice.
plastic tubes that we can attach to.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it will definitely make things faster.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's designed for making spare parts to support a lab around it.
Absolutely. It's even got plasma cutter head, and just the robot arms remove and attach tools that they keep in a nice little row.
But I figure you guys will still have to do the hard stuff, but this will do the boring stuff for you.
It does a test print function when it's finished, and it prints out a little boat and sands it down and files it, and then picks it up with your final hand and puts it in front of your gi. And it's made out of it's just a little model of a boat.
Oh right, it's benchy.
Benchy. It's a benchy, but it's made out of 5 different materials.
Wow, that's great.
Plastics,
Okay.
metals.
Yeah, we can. We can work with this.
It will rapidly decrease the time needed for you to fabricate things once they've been designed, if you design them on the right software for this machine.
Yeah, I'm looking up those rules now. They're in high tech, I remember. Just don't remember exactly what it was called or where it was.
Ultratech, I think, actually.
It'd probably be Ultratech for this one. And it might end up increasing the time you need to spend to design, but it will massively reduce the actual production time.
Does it have a 3D model scanner built into it?
Yeah, at this TL it will do.
Yeah, we can absolutely make this work.
the forearms all pick up a little camera and rotate around the object that you put on the imaging stand. Take a little 3D model of Sigrid Guy in the middle finger. Print it in tungsten.
It'll be there forever.
Yeah, that might be. Wow.
Tungsten's
Biotech.
extruded. That's some weird shit. I found out it's made by sintering.
Gross.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fancy as well. Like, because it shrinks. How do you make a drill bit that's got a tiny hole that runs all the way through for water to pass through? By fucking extruding Play-Doh? And then it shrinks 30%? And you've still got a perfect hole down the middle? I don't get it. Engineering's fucked. Humans have gone too far.
That's definitely true.
What TL is this? 10?
TL10.
Yes.
So it's a RoboFac.
A TL10 robotic minifac.
Yep.
Ultratech, page 90. The weight has been increased.
I think it's 450.
450 is the weight rather than what the book gives, but otherwise it's pretty much identical. I've not got many more scenes for today. I don't think there's much of a time skip I wanted to do before next session. But I think I'll give you the Saturday off, seeing as you had a fairly interesting Friday night.
I've got something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Guy wants to call up, what's her name? Ulfrid?
Nanfried, no, Ulfid, yes.
Wolfeed.
Ulfrid.
Nanfried's later.
Excuse me.
But yeah, just call her on the phone.
Aye, hey?
Hey, Guy, the other time traveler we met the other night, Time Spider.
Yeah, you want Sigrid? She's in shower, I think.
No, I just had an odd question. And forgive me if this is a little difficult for you, but was Sigrid's father Scottish?
Why you ask this?
Because I think he can still be alive.
That would be a bad idea. A
Oh?
really bad idea.
Could you be more specific?
Sorry, I was just checking. She is still in the shower. Can I trust you, Guy?
Yeah. I don't know how else I can prove it to you, but yes.
Don't... If you have found him, don't bring him back. He is changed. He is not the man I knew. He is a bad man, and if he comes back, he will not be stopped. You found the box?
I know where it is.
Don't let the compartments mix. Do not mix the compartments.
Yeah, I know what that would cause. Why would you have kept the box together? Wouldn't it have been smarter to spread the components around?
They were, and then they were brought back together by someone else.
God, there's always
To be
got to be that
forged into
evil
a sword.
villain. Yeah. But then why still in the? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Do all of the pieces need to be together for it to work?
Mm. No, just some from each compartment.
Shit.
If there is any in both, then even the tiniest amount of either with the other will bring him back. And it would take an army to stop him.
Yeah, I bet.
You can't. Do not tell Sigrid about this. Please.
Sigrid's my friend. I'm not going to lie to her, but I won't bring it up on its own.
It's not the right time. She will find out. But it's definitely not for you to tell her, Guy, please. You see what I'm saying? I'm there when she learns, and you are not.
I don't think that is the way things are going to happen now. But
You hear a gulp. Carry on.
I won't say anything.
Thank you. And if you really believe that, then don't you see what that would mean for both of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Guy.
Thanks for chatting.
Good chat. Good chat. Somber.
Quite.
Quite. I thought you might have said what.
It's somber. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, right.
Sombre.
It's a hat, right?
Yeah. It's like half a sombrero.
It's a hat with a dude. Dude hat.
I don't think I've got any other particular scene I'd like. Lucius, Laura is pretty good, yeah.
Okay, if she's good, would Lucius have been able to figure something out that can help the team by the brain scan that he got the other day?
Brain scan, remind me, I've forgotten.
Audrey and I went to this place where they had brain scans of other people. We
Oh,
took one in order
yeah.
to.
It had a lot of data on it. Have you got research?
Computer operations. Haven't learned research.
I'm not sure if you've got a computer that can display the data properly.
That's Morrison does.
You can get in touch with Morrison.
Morrison.
Yeah, that would be my scene. Like getting in touch with Morrison, see if we could get somebody to help us figure this out, and see if we can get something useful for the team.
Yeah, all right, that's interesting to me a lot. All right, kid, what you got for me?
I just
And then
flashed the disc. You got something that can play this or can get some information from it?
He like goes to snatch it.
Not yet. You can give it afterwards.
Yeah, I can play that for you.
Well, let's see what we can find. And yeah, he'll work with Morrison to see what they can find inside of this. Like, if I could get anything outside of just what they were recording, like any ID, any address, any uh, home information on the disc, anything.
He will, as soon as you set off, he's like taking you to a second location, and as soon as you get to the street side, a car pulls up quick and stops, and you both get in back, and he lands you a blindfold and tell you to put it on.
What's all this about?
Can't have you see where we're going. You can take it off once we're in garage.
He'll put it on.
And you're driving for what feels like a good 20 minutes. Mawson makes small talk. He's like, "You doing all right then? How's school?
Yeah.
How's girlfriend?"
Still worried about Laura, but the school is a little bit more manageable. I can't wait until I can finally figure out law and research all this kind of things. So, how long until you finally greet me into the whole secret club? He's gonna joke.
Yeah. Seems to me like you're already in, to an extent, kid. Your foot's in the door.
And wait until I'm a full member.
Let's see how you
Think we
do
should-
in the meantime. Before you get hasty, yeah? You can take your blindfold off now. Car comes to a stop.
He takes the blindfold off and lights a cigarette as he gets off the car.
You're in a parking garage. I think I've got a map for this. I wanted to show you this map because even though nothing exciting is going to happen on it yet, it's quite fancy.
Sure, let's go.
I didn't make it, someone else made it, but it's a good map. Where the hell is it? Well, I've got the garage at least found. I hope that's the right one. Let's check it. It's not, it's the wrong one.
Abort! Abort!
Abort! So many
It. That's the wrong map.
garages. So many garages. The hell did I call it? Maybe I didn't name it, and it's one of these maps we out a name. Her. Maybe it's all on the same map. Sorry for the delay.
Don't worry.
Maybe I didn't upload the basement, but once you get led up from the garage, like up these stairs at the back, you are in what is quite clearly some kind of high-tech HQ with prison cells. And you would see Arthur looking at you through a glass wall as you come out the door, and Mawson hurriedly turns you left towards another room.
So wait, where is he? Like between it, like he's working here or something?
You come out of this staircase here, and Arthur's in one of the prison cells.
Oh, okay.
I think this map might be a bit oversized right now.
It's awesome.
If it is this big, it seems something Morrison would do to overcompensate.
I meant, like, just the doors are a bit too big. It's scaled slightly too large and should be reduced a few hexes. Maybe. The chairs look right, though. Just move Lucius around.
Doors are just a little wide. That's a very high-tech thing.
Yeah, big rooms. It's just
the
these...
toilets are pretty big too.
Like
Oh,
least
yeah,
enough
you
to
could...
pass-
Easy swirly for Lucius.
Well, these were not made for the bullied ones. They were made for the bullies.
It's true. You see Arthur getting swirlied over there.
Poor Arthur.
It's not built for prison.
Hope he gets out soon. He's gonna say as he follows Morrison.
And aye, it'll take you to.
He will mention, come to think of it, some help from some of his bugs would have made some of the missions more easier. In case that steers Morrison to aid him in the end.
Mawson's office. Lovely, perfect. It's even got like a pair of freaking battle droids in there ready to kill anyone who slags him off.
So nice bodyguards. Do you have a name?
Not yet. They've had a few. They're pretty stupid. Turned off for most part. And he'll start getting stuff set up, and you will start looking through things with him.
Okay. What do we find out?
I will give you that information over the course of the week, I believe.
Alright.
I think we're reaching a good time to about end. I kind of needed a shorter session today as well, I think.
Fair.
So, unless anyone had any final scenes, I think we're about good to end.
Can't necessarily think of anything. I mean, I know we probably finished that, and Sigrid sets up the next patrol with Audrey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I check my Sigrid like starts checking her like social media, and reading up, and
You
she's
definitely get
learning to use all this.
tagged in things a fair bit, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like pictures of
lots
you
of
and stuff.
Sigrid sightings.
Yeah.
That's
Secret
creepy.
sighting.
Sigrid on the
That's super
street. Yeah,
creepy.
like if you search the Sigrid hashtag, lots of just random pictures of you that people have grabbed.
Okay, so Sigrid really is getting kind of famous.
Yeah. People are taking
Awesome.
pictures of you.
Awesome. Yeah, and then you know, get the next PR stunt going.
Ulfeed would probably want to have a beach day with you.
Oh yeah.
During this week, should have like asked if you wanted to go to the beach. You'd gone swimming a bunch.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
Hang out with Mom. I keep forgetting she's here right now.
Me too. Bald, random future dude that reminded me.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a beach day with her. But you
Probably
know,
see
I
Audrey
think it's
surfing.
Works for me. They both
Sigrid
surf.
should learn to do that.
I mean, she's offered a few times.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would surfing become a relevant skill in the future?
No.
It's already a relevant skill.
It becomes unrelevant the very instant we have to abandon Earth and there are no more oceans.
The one random super rich person that has like a wave machine in their ship.
But what are we gonna use when we need to surf the crowd, Colin?
It was still oceans.
Which reminds me, apologies to bald people, but fingers
But-
crossed in a month.
You getting your head shaved? What's going on in a month for bald people?
Yeah,
Spaceflight.
Oh, that
Oh.
baldy. Yeah. Fingers crossed that he stays. Don't come back. The ultimate baldy.
don't say anything negative. Lex Luthor will come get us.
my cakes. Must protect my cakes. Yeah, I think we're good.
That's a lie.
And I do have a final scene, a sneaky scene for you. So It's a warehousey, workshopy sort of place. It looks a bit familiar. The floors, the walls. You've been shown this before. There's a familiar blowtorch tool. Someone's
fuck.
walking through. They've got a friend. They're having a conversation. I cannot believe that prick got himself caught. No, but at least he didn't lose all this shit. Flicks on a light switch, and the warehouse flickers to light, and there are 24 of the Mark 1 helm suits lined up quietly in this warehouse. There is a scurrying sound. You can't quite tell where it is. It's strange, like squeaky shoes, but not right. One of them drops where he's holding. What the fuck was that? The lights go out. There's another strange sound, like something rattling. And then a couple of loud pops. Not explosions, more like implosions. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's all you need to see. We are the Kobold Cafe. I am Luke. I GM'd it. We had Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Guy, the time-traveling machinist with a new toy.
We had James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Berserker, Sigrid. And, you know, she didn't kill anyone. She actually did the opposite.
You did have to maim them to heal them, though. Everyone you healed, you also maimed. No, they were those guys that got
Oh,
She
slimed.
broke even, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't maim those guys. I just knocked them out.
Mm,
I wasn't sure what was going on, so, you know.
if you
hedged
include
some bets.
Guy's arm, she did not break even.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
We had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I played Matthias, your getaway driver.
Vroom vroom. Sick.
Or
Ye-
electric.
You need to get one of them jackets with a scorpion on the back. We had Everoth.
Hello, I was Sephiroth, and I was playing Lucius, your detective in training.
Gestapo in training. And finally, we had Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I played Violet this game, and I think she was officially a bad influence. We committed crime today.
A fairly victimless crime, though.
Wait, that's what she tells
Except for all
herself.
the victims.
Except for all the victims, yeah. Well, we'll be back on Thursday with Little Ages, which is also GURPS, but everyone is tiny, and that's pretty sick. And then we'll be back on Friday with this again, which I'm not describing it. You can find us on...
No, it's not tiny.
It's not tiny, it's normal sized. You can find us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, just about everything at Kobold Cafe, and our website is thekoboldcafe.com. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
We miss you already.